El login pasa tal. Estamos. Es un día histórico porque nos llega el Diablo, pero como todavía no está disponible, pues voy a jugarme este Open Rolls. Voy a jugar del tirón. Vamos a jugarlo entero para dejar hueco para el Diablo. Es un juego, pues eso, indie, nos llega día 1, un juego que está en español, ya es algo bueno. Y es un poco narrativo, un poco. Yo creo que va a ser algo similar a lo que es el Edith Finch y tal, este tipo de juego. No sé si va a tener puzzlecillos, pero bueno, es un juego narrativo y con sentimientos y tal. Ponía en la ficha que estaba en español las voces, pero bueno, eso quiero yo verlo. Mamá, la abuela Helen y yo, 80 años ya. Mamá quiere que empaquete las cosas de mi habitación para la mudanza de la semana que viene. He tardado bastante, pero ya casi he terminado. Solo faltan un par de cosas y podré olvidarme de esto. Creo que dura un par de horitas o así. Así que vamos a ver. Vamos a ver qué nos ofrece. Guardar el póster. El cepillo. Cuando lo muevo vibra, pero no sé muy bien por qué. Bueno, habrá que guardarlo, ¿no? Porque lo voy a dejar en su sitio. Habrá que guardarlo todo. Cuando papá volvió para visitarnos. Vale. La madre tenía mala cara. Hombre, el Clueless, mítica película. Fuera de onda, ¿no? Una estudiante de instituto que era glamurosa y intenta transformar a una nueva alumna en la chica más popular de la escuela, pero el destino tiene otros planos, otros planes. ¿Esta cuál es? El juego de la sospecha, Cluedo. 6 desconocidos se limitan a asociar una mansión misteriosa. Bueno, el Cluedo, ¿no? Pone aquí. Oye, Tess, ¿hacemos noche de pelis hoy en tu casa? Sí, me apunto. ¿Qué pelis te vas a traer del curro? Hoy toca doble sesión de comedia. Te daré una pista de qué pelis van a ser. Vale. Tess, no me hagas esto. Ahí tienes tu pista. Artículos personales, 3 consejos para la demencia de un nieto adolescente. Cuando nuestro querido abuelo empieza a tener demencia, puede ser muy duro. O sea que la abuela tiene demencia, ¿no? No es solo pérdida de memoria, la demencia puede llevar a cambios de conducta como volverse más testarudo o irritable. Adáptate, enseguida sabrás cuáles son las preguntas que le cuesta responder. Busca el lado positivo. No te olvides, a veces un abrazo vale más que 1000 palabras. Tess Faran.
Oh, right. I was supposed to feed you. Poor little guy.
Vale, no está doblado en español. En la ficha ponía que sí, pero obviamente no. Tarjeta de cumpleaños. Feliz cumpleaños, Teresa. Siempre es divertido tenerte de visita. ¿Qué ganas en la próxima? Estoy orgullosísima de ti, de tu negocio y de la mujercita en que te estás convirtiendo. Con mucho amor, Tita Augusto.
Guess I'll have to pack this after my next shift.
Oro líquido, la historia del contrabando entre Canadá y Estados Unidos, las fortunas secretas dejadas atrás. Parece que solo lo pilla ella. Son cerillas de casinos.
Ah, Nevada. Home to all manner of folksy cryptids and cool dads.
Que vayas atrasado, perdón por la tardanza, Tesita. Aquí se me va todo de la cabeza, pero tú siempre estás en ella. Te llamaré pronto. ¿Qué ganas, papá? Noticias raras semanales. Han llegado los extraterrestres y quieren tus recetas favoritas. Me he casado con Bigfoot, es genial. Canción secreta del oro perdido de los contrabandistas, descubierta y solo la sabe este hombre. Papá y yo, campeones de laser tag. Lugares mirados. Municipios que... Alcance de lo enterrado, el tesoro de los contrabandistas. Ha escrito ella el artículo. La ley seca fue impuesta para que la gente del país dejara de beber alcohol en los bares y en sus casas, pero solo consiguió dar lugar a una industria en auge de importaciones ilegales de alcohol, sobre todo de Canadá. Gran parte de este contrabando se llevaba a cabo en medio de la noche, transportando barriles, tal, pero los contrabandistas guardaron, escondido bajo tierra, mucho de este dinero. Vale, y algo de ese tesoro ilícito tiene que haber quedado atrás cuando los contrabandistas fueron arrestados por las autoridades o matados en transacciones clandestinas. Ajá, mi padre y yo llevamos muchas vacaciones de verano rastreando algunos de los posibles lugares de este oro abandonado, sin resultado hasta el momento, pero resulta fascinante aprender acerca de estas leyendas locales y la historia detrás de ellas. Muchas bendiciones este próximo año, orgulloso de ti, abuela. Este es como el típico anuario de estos, ¿no? Aquí ha estado Francine. Mi hija, quería asegurarme de que no te saltaras este mensaje. Este verano vamos a pasarlo bomba. Peligro de las noches, Francine.
Better leave these where Mom won't see them.
Un billete de avión. Origen Detroit, destino Reno. Diseños de Vine. Servicios de diseño de página web. Aniversario del 11S. Esta es la abuela, ¿no? Forma de notas. Vale, esto es para hacer las páginas web. Bueno. Ya está todo, ¿no? Apagar la radio, me está... Ya está, ¿no? Okay. Sí, claro, habrá algún tipo de logro. No lo sé. Pero yo creo que lo he recogido todo. Principio. Así que yo me piro. Aquí no hay nada. Los cajones ya los he mirado. En las gomas estas. Esto es que no se guarda, ¿no? Vale. Pues vámonos.
Yeah?
Come down to the basement. There's something I want to show you.
The basement? What is it?
Oh, it's nothing really. Remember, this? Gah!
Ah, puedo elegir. Me encanta, no me gusta nada. ¿Qué es? No me gusta
I
nada.
hate it. But it's of the dog we had when we were growing up. Lady.
I don't think it's Lady's fault I hate it. Who's responsible for this disaster?
August. She made it when she was a kid.
And Aunt August isn't a rich and famous artist now?
Well,
Esta es la
she's
hermana.
one
Yo
of
pensaba que iba a
those
ser su
things.
madre.
Not a famous artist, though.
We've still got a little while before we actually move out, right? Like a week?
Yeah, about.
The estate sale was weird. Having all those people in the house, picking through Grandma's stuff. I'm glad it's over.
Yeah, me too.
Are you okay? Mom.
I just... We took care of your grandmother right up to the end, and...
And now they're selling the house out from under us. I know.
Wanna just... take a minute and look around and see what's left? I haven't really gone through everything since the sale ended.
Yeah, me neither. That sounds really nice. Just looking through what's still here. Aside from this hell picture.
Es un poco mezcla de visual
Amazing that no one
novel.
bought it, right?
Just shocking.
So you're all packed up, right? Good to go?
Ugh, oh my god.
Just remember that it needs to be done by Wednesday so we can get everything out of here on time.
I know.
La mayoría de las cosas de la abuela Helen se vendieron cuando murió. Hasta ahora no había tenido tiempo de echar un vistazo para ver qué ha quedado. Vale.
Ooh, so dapper. Was this Grandpa's?
Máximas, axiomas y más de la sabia del Medio Oeste. Nadie da mejores consejos que Millie. Con su ingenio, sabiduría indescriptible. Ah, muy bien, indescriptible. Querida Millie ha encandilado a sus lectores durante más de 15 años. ¿Qué es esto? Pero una vez han recuperado algunas de las respuestas más entrañables de la sabia del Medio Oeste. Ya se trata del hogar, claro, igual son cosas famosas de Estados Unidos.
Grandma's advice column was popular, wasn't it?
For a little while, yeah.
I felt really lucky that I got to ask her for advice face to face. I remember when we went to that one book signing when I was a little kid.
Vale, entonces esta sí que es su madre. Pero entonces, ¿por qué le ha dicho?
I mean, people in the audience
Ah,
seemed
vale, es
so
un cuadro del...
excited
Vale, ya lo
and
entiendo.
nervous to get to ask her their
Que el
questions
perro
right
no
there in
era de
person.
cuando Tess era pequeña, era de
Sometimes
cuando
when
su
I'd ask
madre
Grandma
era
for
pequeña.
advice, she'd start off with, "Don't tell Millie," but I think she saved her special advice for me.
Well, she could have given some advice to herself and realized that taking out 3 mortgages on her house wasn't such a good idea.
Han querido darle el toquecito este de que sean los personajes de dibujos, pero el hecho de que no se muevan ni hagan nada queda un poco raro, ¿no? Esto lo habrán hecho con un motor gráfico de estos que se usan en los juegos de miedo, de estos que puedes coger los objetos, pero que no sirve para nada cogerlos. Se 1966. Nombre Leonard Lambros, inspector de propiedades.
Grandpa Leo was
An inspector for the county.
What's that mean?
Pasada, pues, la cosa es que he visto que ya va a estar
Great, Mom.
va a estar en
Thanks.
breve, si no está ya, el
Commercial
Diablo,
buildings
pero como
mostly,
todavía no
and we were
estaba
driving
y he
around
visto que
town
este era
and
cortito,
point out
digo,
the
mira, lo
ones
voy a
he'd
jugar, me voy a jugar del tirón
I remember
y
he was
así luego
very proud
ya
of inspecting the department store.
libertad total
You know, the big one on Old
para
Main
el
Street.
Diablo. Ya
Every
está, ¿no?
foot of electrical, fire sprinklers, alarm system, everything. He'd say he was the only thing keeping half the buildings in town from burning down. Electrical fires are no joke.
Teoría, este juego son un par de horitas, entonces igual a las 8 ya me lo he terminado. Parece que va a ser así el típico... Parece que es el típico así juego de estos narrativos que te van a contar una historieta y poco más. Tampoco... Leo Alambros, de 43 años, falleció en 68, era veterano de la Segunda Guerra Mundial, habiendo servido como topógrafo. Le sobreviven su esposa Helen y sus hijas Opal y August. Pues este es el abuelo. Los preparativos funerarios. Vale. Hoy de todas formas del Diablo haremos primeras impresiones, a lo mejor jugándolo en cooperativo local, la PAM y yo, y ya está. Y luego ya a partir de mañana a muerte. Vale, yo creo que aquí poco más hay que hacer, ¿no? ¿O qué? No sé. Creo por lo que he visto que el juego luego te permite volver a repetir cosas y tal, pues si te has dejado secretos y eso, pero de momento, como no sé muy bien qué hay que hacer, pues no sé, me voy.
No! Why isn't this in the fridge getting cold? Come on, Mom.
Ni idea, si es que no tenemos ni idea ni de cómo va ahora mismo el juego, el Diablo. O sea, vamos a empezar supongo con la campaña y luego ya veremos. Creo que de momento no te sé decir porque no sé muy bien cómo está la cosa. Así que de momento campaña. Supongo que será lo primero, ¿no? Que habrá que hacer, habrá que jugarse la campaña.
We did our best, but the results were... Ugh.
Me alegro de que estuvieras para supervisar mis habilidades reposteras. Esta foto no nos la llevamos, ¿no?
Who are
Invitación
these
de
people?
boda.
Mom's friends?
Vale, una boda, muy bien.
I've gotta take more pics with Francine this year. We're so cute. Maybe I should start carrying a camera around.
Sí, imagino que jugarse por lo menos una vez la campaña así, viendo todo lo que pasa y tal, la historia, hay que hacerlo, ¿no? Luego se supone que en el juego ya van en el coche y eso. Entonces no sé si... No creo que todo el juego sea aquí cogiendo objetitos y tal, pero yo qué sé. Sí, eso han hecho el juego con algún motor de estos de juego de miedo que tienen 200.000 objetos. Le puedes dar la vuelta y no sirve para nada. Espérate, voy a abrir la nevera, o sea. Bueno, no voy a coger ya más vasos. Bueno, yo qué sé, tampoco. Cúter.
Wow, was this taken right here? Cool. That's Grandpa?
Mm-hmm. Probably only a year before he died.
Of a heart attack?
Yeah, very sudden. But I guess that's how heart attacks are.
Ugh, Mom. Please quit already. What? No one bought this masterpiece? I'm downright offended. I made this when I was, what, 4?
At Frankenmuth.
Yeah, at that pottery demonstration they did. They'd call little kids up from the audience and show them how to do it. I was so excited. I was jumping up and down, waving my hand, because I knew that Grandma likes pots.
She kept it up on this display shelf with all her other pieces all those years since you gave it to her. Oh, honey.
It's okay. I think I'm gonna hold on to it. Grandma held on to it all this time. She wouldn't have wanted me to throw it away.
Wow. A few pieces of pottery that my mom collected from around the world are still here. I'm surprised they didn't all sell. I think this one is from South America, not sure which country. And this one's Japanese.
I've never even left the country. Why haven't we ever gone anywhere cool?
Niagara Falls isn't cool.
It isn't Japan.
Well, it's a lot easier to drive to Niagara Falls than Japan. Cheaper, too.
But wouldn't it be fun? Me and you, an intercontinental mother-daughter adventure?
Maybe an intra-continental adventure.
I'm thinking of a certain place. Somewhere warm and southwestern. Somewhere where, say, my own father currently resides.
Listen, we've discussed this. We're not going to Nevada to visit Penn. It's not gonna happen.
Well, what if I just went by myself?
By yourself? No way. It's a bad idea.
How come?
There's a bunch of reasons.
Like,
I said so, and I'm your mother.
Van a ir de viaje a Las Vegas.
did Grandma start dressing like this after you moved out of the house?
Mm-hmm. After my father passed, my mother, well,
Turned into a hippie.
a bit of a free spirit, let's say.
Doesn't look like that rubbed off on August much.
I think it might have. To push her in the opposite direction.
Oh, how did this end up down here?
Huh. Must have been in a drawer of something that got sold.
This is from one of the first digs Dad and I went on.
It was kind of adorable how excited you both got about going on those digs.
I remember being so sure that we would actually find bootlegger gold. Or at least a clue about it.
Your dad. Well, at the very
Yo había
least,
visto
you
que
certainly had
duraba
a
2
way of
horas esto,
firing
pero
up
vamos,
your
que llevo media
imagination.
hora y no he salido de la
I'll
casa, o
give
sea que
him
2 horas.
that.
Ni de coña, me parece a mí. La gente que... Los analistas de videojuegos, ojo, ¿eh? Ojo cómo juegan a las cosas. ¿Qué hacía cerámica aquí la abuela?
What's this thingy? Maybe to smooth out the surface so there's no bumps?
Venga, vamos a ver todos los utensilios de alfarería.
Is this...
Some of the last pottery your grandmother made. Yep. After her fine motor skills started to go.
It's so sad. I miss her a lot.
Yeah, me too.
Oh, good. Some of Grandma's pottery didn't get sold. I loved watching her at the potter's wheel when I was little. Had she been doing pottery her whole life?
Honestly, I think it's something else she picked up after my dad passed.
Like the advice column?
No, she was doing that since I was a kid.
Did Grandma... Was she ever with anyone else after Grandpa died?
Whoa, where did this come from?
Well, she just seems so vivacious. You'd think some man would be interested.
Yeah, no, not that I know of.
Vale, ¿y qué tengo que hacer? ¿Me puedo ir?
Oh, hey. It's August. Ugh, exhausted. The state sale was a lot. But that's easy for you to say. Yeah, I remember. And the answer is still no. Well... The what? Oh, right. Right. Sorry, it hasn't exactly been at the front of my mind. Yeah, it's around here, somewhere. No, it's fine. Okay. Love you. Bye. Unbelievable.
What did she say?
Nothing helpful.
Is she still not gonna help us with the house?
No. She was just calling to ask me to find some book of hers.
Any idea where it could be?
It must be upstairs somewhere, in your grandma's things. It has a red and black cover, white block lettering. I'll know it when I see it.
Okay, let's go.
Vale. Vale, esta es la habitación de la chica. Y aquí hay otra habitación.
I am the very model of a modern major general. La 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 da 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 mineral.
Vale, es una obra que parece que dirigió la tía. Bueno, la tía no, la madre. Opal. Opal.
Hey, Ma! Actually, maybe I should just put this back.
Opal, lamento oír que mamá está empeorando. Últimamente pienso mucho en ella. Sé que es una cuestión delicada, así que será la última vez que saque el tema. Me gustaría que me dejaras ayudarte con las facturas médicas. Sé que preferirías tenerme en persona para ayudar, pero no puedo ausentarme en el trabajo. Siento que no puedo ofrecer más que dinero ahora mismo. Si te estresa todo lo que tienes que hacer, puedes mandarme a Tess algún otro fin de semana. Me encanta tenerla por aquí. Llámame si hay alguna novedad. Con amor, August. Huh. Huh.
What's this?
Oh, it's a hook pole thing to pull down the hatch to the attic.
Could August's book be up in the attic? With Grandma's things?
Could be.
Alright. We can go up there, but... you go first.
Vale, a ver primero a esta habitación.
Guess we can get rid of these. I remember hiding in here with a flashlight to read my books when I was a little kid and we were visiting Grandma.
And a box of crayons, apparently.
We'd come to visit and I'd hunker down in here for hours. Some kind of game in my head, I guess. I'd be hiding in here, and I'd hear Grandma out there in her room, typing away or just reading in bed. I know she knew I was in there, but she'd always pretend not to know. And I'd pretend she had no idea I was hiding. I don't know why. I just liked the feeling of knowing she was out there.
I have only slipped away into the next room. Somewhere very near, just around the corner.
The poem you read at Grandma's funeral.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, somebody bought Grandma's old writing desk?
And her typewriter. He said he was an advice columnist too, and wanted to use them for his writing. He said your grand left a very nice note.
And a lot of money?
Well, it was just an...
But it had sentimental...
For us, maybe.
And for him, obviously. Can I see the note?
Sure.
Opal, tu madre siempre ha sido una inspiración, no solo para mí, sino para una generación entera de escritores y lectores. No hay palabras para describir la paz que me ha dado a lo largo de los años. Poder escribir como lo hacía ella, ojalá me llegue un poco de su magia. Con cariño, Ben Gerber.
Well, okay. I guess it's all right that he...
Glad you approve.
Vale. Querida Milly, Milly se despide. Queridos lectores, ha sido un placer, un honor, un privilegio escribiros a lo largo de todos estos años. Poca gente tiene la suerte de poder decir que adora su trabajo y me alegra poder considerarme una. He aprendido mucho de todos vosotros y espero que yo también os haya enseñado alguna cosita. Cuando abro vuestras cartas cada semana siempre me sorprende vuestra pasión, vuestra voluntad por seguir adelante y mejorar. Hemos hablado sobre lo peor de la humanidad y mucho más sobre lo mejor. Siempre seréis una gran inspiración para mí de ahora en adelante. Aunque esta columna llegue a su fin, espero que sigáis considerándome una amiga. Yo desde luego os consideraré mis amigos. Con amor, Milly. ¿Alguna vez Milly te ha dado consejos? Si tienes alguna anécdota de cómo Milly te ha cambiado la vida, envía una carta a querida Milly. Vale, creo que ya está.
Okay, come on up!
Damn, it's dusty. Now, where's that book? Okay, well, this is just creepy stuff. Why are these up here?
You'd rather they were downstairs?
Good point. Oh, Grandpa Leo was a bowler? He and Dad have that in common.
What do you mean?
Dad loves bowling,
No, he doesn't.
but he's always wearing those bowling shirts. Didn't he used to be in a league or something?
Honey, he just thinks those shirts make him look hip.
Bowling shirts? Are you kidding? I thought he must have so much bowling pride that he wore those shirts around in spite of them being obviously not cool.
No. They're definitely a fashion statement. I think he got the idea from that movie Swingers.
This explains so much.
Like why you never once saw him actually bowl?
Yes.
Están las arpías ahí rajando del pobre hombre.
Whoa. Grandma's wedding dress?
I wore it on my wedding day, too. And you can wear it when you get married.
No voy a casarme, ¿eh?
I'm
Una
not getting married.
moderna.
You don't know that.
Did you know you were going to get married when you were my age?
Sure. Or I always thought I would.
Well, I know too. And I know I'm not.
Bien dicho. ¿De qué sirve casarse si amas a alguien? No cambia nada. El matrimonio es una institución en la que la mujer es una propiedad. Ojo, ¿eh? Ojito.
What's the point of getting married? If you're with someone, I mean, if you're in love, putting a label on it is just pointless. Like, who cares?
Generally speaking, the two people getting married care. And their families.
Yeah, but like, one day you're not married, and then you spend all this money on some big ceremony, and then the next day you are married, but you're still the same people.
It just says to the world
Bien
that
dicho,
you're
Tess.
committed
Te
to each
apoyo.
other.
Why agree to hang out with the same person forever when you have no way of anticipating what's next?
That's how you feel now, but you might change your mind when the time comes.
You know, also, if you don't get married, you can't get divorced.
El argumento fácil.
So, that's a plus.
Are you saying you wish your father and I had never gotten married? You know you wouldn't be here right now if we hadn't.
Touché.
Don't even get me started on having kids. And anyway, you can have kids without getting married.
So you're not getting married.
Correcto.
You're not having kids. You've got your whole life figured out at age 16. You don't want the dress. I get it.
I mean, but it's a nice dress. It meant a lot to Grandma. And to you. Isn't that enough?
Qué carácter, qué carácter.
What's under here?
Here, let me grab that. I'll put it up here to look through. Yeah.
Mom?
Hold on, it might
Ojo.
still be here somewhere.
There's something...
Here it is. Maybe if your dad had read this, he wouldn't have stopped working at the video store.
Mom! What's in there?
Olvidémonos del libro de la tita August. He encontrado una maleta rara en un compartimento secreto. La escondería aquí la abuela Helen. ¿Y por qué? Puede que las respuestas estén en su interior. Uy, 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 que la abuela... La abuela era una golferas, ¿eh? ¿O qué? A ver. Espero que no haya aquí nada... Nada grave.
This is just some junk from the old summer house.
La
Your
casa de
family had
verano.
a summer house?
Well, it was
Viaje a la
more of a
casa de verano,
cottage,
¿eh?
I guess. We spent the summers up there for a long time.
And you've never taken me to visit?
Well, I haven't been there since I was your age. We just stopped going one summer. The summer after my dad died. I think there were just too many memories there.
Oh my god.
What?
Aren't you seeing it?
Seeing what?
Right here! Behind them? That's a freshly covered hole.
Uh-huh.
It's obviously the location of the buried bootlegger gold.
In our backyard, you mean?
Indubitably.
Lady probably buried a bone there.
Dogs don't really do that. Only cartoon dogs do that.
Only cartoon dogs bury bones, but real-life bootleggers bury gold in people's backyards? In 1968?
It was a different time, Mother.
Sure.
Ahí ponía siguiente. A ver, espérate. Vale, la abuela escribiendo sus columnas. A ver. ¿Qué tenemos aquí? Un cebo. ¿Sabes quién es la abuela? Qué furgoneta más chula, qué furgoneta más a la moda, qué furgoneta más fetén, qué furgoneta más molona. Buah, me molaría que Tess hablara digiriendo a esto. Qué furgoneta más
Funky
fetén.
van.
I did love that van. The engine died for good while we were visiting the summer home, and so I just turned it into my bedroom after that.
You slept in a broken down van?
Well, the summer house was small, and I always had to share a bedroom with August. When I realized I could have my own space just by sleeping out in the...
Did you, like, redo it to be like a bedroom inside?
Yeah. Your grandfather pulled the seats out for me, and I set up a little bed frame with a mattress and all sorts of...
Wow, that's actually... Could I do that?
No!
Esta era la madre del joven.
Grandma's sunglasses? Vintage. Can I keep them?
You think they're your style?
Yeah.
Sure.
I'll guard them with my... Weird little rocks.
Ah, these little stones were from the stream near the summer house.
You painted them?
Me and August. The rocks from the stream
O
were
sea, son
so
esto
smooth.
cosas de la
But I
casa de
forget why we
verano.
painted them.
You were really that bored.
There weren't many TV channels.
Try.
Botanixo, ¿eh? A ver. Nuevo robo tuvo lugar la noche pasada. La policía estatal lo está investigando como parte de una serie de crímenes. Se llevaron joyas. Las Girl Scouts de la zona se van a la playa. Querida Millie, hace poco una amiga cercana me confió que estaba engañando a su marido con otro. Les quiero mucho a los dos y no sé si es mejor que se lo cuente al marido o que le guarde el secreto a la mujer. Querida dudosa, este tipo de situaciones son dolorosas para todos los involucrados. Nunca hay una forma fácil de salir de ellas. Ten en cuenta que es ella quien tiene que guardar el secreto, no tú. No pierdas de vista tus lealtades. Ojo. Sé que has prometido no compartir nunca tu receta de gachas.
Whoa. There was a crime spree?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, department stores and fancy clothing shops. Places kept getting robbed. The police couldn't figure out how the crooks were pulling it.
So what happened? Did they get caught?
Now that I don't remember.
Vale. Hace poco una de mis hijitas me dio una sorpresa enorme. Está casada. Se ve que es un novio de la universidad y ellas se casaron sin decirme nada. Según ella, querían prescindir de boda para ahorrar para una casa, pero me duele mucho que me haya excluido así. Sabe que llevo desde siempre soñando con que tuviera una gran boda. Sogra mosqueada, nota editorial. Millie es un personaje, tú tranquila. ¿Eh? Querida mosqueada, nota editorial, no. O sea, son como cosas tachadas y tal. Permitir que tus hijos cometan errores. Demasiado severa. Vale, bueno, esto es que ella ponía cosas y los editores le decían que lo cambiara, básicamente, ¿no? Un periódico te va a permitir mostrarte a favor del divorcio, escríbelo.
Did Grandma write these?
During the last summer, we visited the cottage.
Was she... okay?
Looks like her editor didn't think she was. It was only a year after my father died. I think Millie was still figuring things out, too.
It must have been hard.
I'm sure it was. They'd been married 20 years?
I meant for you.
Oh, right. I mostly just...
That doesn't seem...
It got me through.
Escribe aquí su mensaje. Pronto estaremos juntos. Te amo y vamos a amar nuestra nueva vida juntos, libres y felices. Ojito, ¿eh? Ojito. Esto es... Dinosaurio del Dino Pueblo, ¿eh?
Well, whoever this guy was, it sure seems like he and Grandma had something pretty intense going on. Was Grandma Helen... cheating on Grandpa?
No! Not the Helen I knew.
Intrigue. Grandma, what were you up to?
Eso es lo que vamos a descubrir en el videojuego.
Grandma's diary?
Uy, 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 uy.
Should we?
Oh, I don't think we should really...
Oh, Grandma wouldn't have cared. I'm dead.
Hombre,
What
lo tenía
difference does it
guardado en
make to
una
me?
maleta.
I can hear her saying it now.
Uy, 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 uy. Madre mía. No he oído nada, se creen buenos vecinos, pero si alguien sabe a dónde llevan las buenas intenciones, son estas señoras de la iglesia. Las niñas siguen adelante lo mejor que pueden. Opal sigue con sus dramas de la edad del pavo, casi como si fuera un verano normal y corriente. Agus sí que me preocupa un poco, cada vez está más absorta en su imaginación. Ojalá pudiera ayudarla, pero hay muchas cosas que no puedo decir. Cada vez me cuesta más esconder la correspondencia con XXXX. Es cuestión de tiempo que volvamos a estar juntos en persona, pero tener que guardarlo todo en mis adentros sin contárselo a nadie es demasiado. Pero él y yo sabemos que pronto acabará la espera y todo esto quedará en el pasado. Ojito. Olvídate del pasado. Leo está muerto. Ahora solo importa nuestro futuro juntos. Uy, 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 uy.
What is this? So, Grandma and this guy were definitely together before Grandpa died? And they were gonna run away together? You never heard about this?
No, this is...
And what is this key to? Why is it hidden in here?
something at the summer home, I assume?
Okay, well, now we've gotta go check the old place out.
Sí.
To find out who this mystery man was. Don't you want to know?
I don't know, Tess. We still have so much to do around here.
Come on. It'll be fun. An adventure.
I still need to call Tina at the theater and finish cleaning out the fridge.
Come on. We never get to do stuff together. You spend all your time at the theater, and I spend all my time in school. When was the last time we were able to do something? To talk?
Well...
You do want to know, don't you? I can see it, Mom. I can see it in your face.
God. You know,
Claro, hombre.
a little change of scenery would be nice.
Ha, that's the spirit.
We could spare a weekend before we have to move for a little road trip, right? To tie up some loose ends.
Right.
And some of those little towns along the way are great for antiquing.
Yeah, sure.
All right, it's a deal. Let's hit the road and see what we find. I could really use a break from all this, even if it's just for a weekend. Pack your overnight bag.
Yes!
And bring your homework. I don't need you falling behind at school.
What about August's book?
We can FedEx it to her when we get back.
Okay. A road trip! This is gonna be great.
Supone que había un logro de empaquetar todas las cosas de la habitación, pero ¿en serio no lo he hecho? No sé. Pues nada, pero que ha habido algo que no he empaquetado. O había que cerrar a lo mejor las cajas con cinta o alguna cosa así, no sé. Ahora sí que me han dado uno, encontrar el secreto. Vamos de camino a la casa de verano, por cierto, a ver. 82. Sí, ha habido varios logros que no he hecho, pero sí, lo he comprobado todo, absolutamente todo. No sé, bueno, lo que hay. Vale, vamos de camino a casa de verano secreto para descubrir qué es eso del hombre misterioso. Quién sabe lo que nos encontraremos, aunque todavía queda un buen rato para llegar. Bueno, aquí están todas las estas. Finaliza el trayecto en Fankuchen. ¿Fankuchen? ¿Pero esto es Estados Unidos? Fankuchen. Joder.
What highway are we on anyway?
Oh, this is the old two-lane north route from before there was a freeway. It used to be the main route north, but now it's pretty off the beaten path. It's the way we always took to get up to the summer place when I was growing up, though. So I wanted to take it again.
It's nice out here. Peaceful.
Mm-hmm. Used to be a lot more cars on the road. With all the traffic going up the freeway now, everything...
Is it okay if I turn on the radio?
I don't know how much signal we'll get. What are you doing back there? Are you gonna do your...
No. Reading in the car makes me...
Then what are you messing...
I don't know.
So stop it.
Joder, es peligroso. Peligroso abrir la mochila. Joder. Vale, vale.
That was so nice, wasn't it? And thank you for tuning in.
When did you say the last time you were at this summer house?
Oh,
Piano Hour.
when I was, I guess...
I'm 16.
I meant about your age.
We keep peeling back the layers of Chopin's genius with a piece that
So, like,
called
35 years?
And you say you're bad at math.
What was it like?
The summer house? I just always really liked it there.
From what?
Everything, I guess. School, town, same old.
¿Por
Sounds
qué
really
no
nice.
hemos ido nunca?
I don't know. It was somewhere I always... Yeah, we stopped going as a family when I was your age, and then I went off to
Did
college.
Dad even know about this place? I can't imagine Dad passing up a free summer home where he could just hang out and do nothing all day.
So you're saying your father is lazy?
He's a man of leisure.
Is that what that phrase means?
What else would it mean? He likes relaxing.
He sure does. It's probably because I knew he would never have put in the work to actually fix it up so we could use it.
It needed a lot of work?
Well, not last I saw it, but being unoccupied for decades, out.
Sí, sí. Y si no está vacía, ¿qué?
It could still be in good shape. Maybe somebody's been, you know...
Igual alguien
You
lo está
hope
manteniendo,
squatters
sí.
have been living in it?
No, you know, like...
Sí, sí, duendecillos.
I mean, it'd be nice if it were magically still in good shape, considering we need a new place to live.
To live? Tess, I'm sorry, it's...
Why not?
Well, it doesn't have central heat, or even really insulation. It's a summer home, not a...
Well, it's better than not having a home at all.
Okay, you know, we're not gonna be home...
But we're getting kicked out of Grandma Helen's house.
We'll find a place.
What kind of
O sea,
place?
están viviendo en casa de la
I don't
abuela.
know yet.
We're gonna be living in this car, aren't we?
No.
Just like when you lived in that van.
We can find an
Un
apartment.
Pikachu.
How are you even going to pay for an apartment?
The theater company, you know.
I thought you said it was underwater.
Well, you know, it's not doing great, but
Mom,
what?
we need money.
Believe me, Tess, I know.
If Dad was still here,
Excuse me?
he could help. Pay for things.
If your father and I were still together, we wouldn't be in this situation in the first place.
Well, have you asked Dad if he could send back some money?
Absolutely not. he doesn't have the money.
But Dad moved out west. What? Don't laugh.
I'm not. It's just work. Sure.
It wasn't for work? Then what was it then?
If he hasn't told you his side of the story, I'm not gonna step in and take that responsibility for him, like I always did. Your father left me in a hell of a situation. We made all these decisions together. We made decisions that depended on us both, you know, sticking around. You idealize your father, you know, and I just...
Fine. Let's never talk about it. Let's never talk about anything
Es
important.
que el padre debe ser un jugador de póker o alguna cosa así. No percibir el teléfono en la guantera. Chiqui, perdón, no había visto tus mensajes. Estaba en una reunión de negocios. ¿Qué tal? ¿Qué tal, papá? Bien, trabajando, pero contento de hablar contigo. ¿Cómo va el trabajo? Se están dejando la pasta ahí en SMS, ¿eh? Bien, haciendo dinero. ¿Podrías mandar algo de dinero para ayudarnos a mamá y a mí? No sé si mamá te lo he dicho, pero la semana que viene nos mudamos. Creo que mamá no va a poder pagar el alquiler. ¿Podrías ayudarnos? Me encantaría, hija, pero es que ahora estoy invirtiendo todo mi capital líquido en el trabajo. Ya sabes que si pudiera enviaros algo sin hundir mi negocio lo haría, pero tu mamá es lista y siempre se las acaba regalando, no te preocupes. Ya. Sí, lo entendemos. ¿No te ha dicho tu madre que has comprado los billetes? Aún no, mamá y yo estamos viajando en coche. Vamos a su antigua casa de verano a investigar un misterio familiar, ¿te lo puedes creer? Wow, díselo ya, chiqui, o si no se lo diré yo, ya sabes que le va a dar algo. Uy. Tengo que volver al trabajo, pórtate bien con tu madre, ¿vale?
Are you sending text messages to someone?
No.
No?
Well, then what are you doing?
I'm seeing if I want to change my ringtone.
A lot of typing for a ringtone. Who are you texting with?
Francine.
Really?
What? Yes, Mom. I text my friend.
For some reason, I feel suspicious. You have a certain way about you when you're texting your father.
That's spooky, Mom. You weren't even looking at me.
You never can tell when mothers watch.
Ugh.
No, you just have this hunched kind of way, like you're trying to hide something.
Okay, fine. It was Dad.
Just getting his side of the story, huh?
No comment.
It's all right. Having a common enemy can help bring people together.
You're not my enemy. Or Dad's.
Sometimes it feels that way.
Well, it's...
¿Cómo son? Logro. Completa el primer viaje en coche. ¿Está en la casa de verano?
Mom!
My God.
Are you okay?
I just didn't think it would still be here.
Mom, well, it is. And it looks to be surprisingly well preserved.
Well, it's not just like I remember it. A little more
Falling apart?
weathered than the last time. But I guess I am too.
Want to start looking around?
Yeah.
Esto no es precisamente lo que imaginé cuando mamá dijo que tenía una casa de verano, pero mola su manera retro. Seguro que hay un montón de cosas geniales dentro de cuando mamá era una adolescente y con suerte algunas pistas para identificar la identidad del hombre misterioso. Vale, o sea, es como un viaje, ¿no? Es un viaje en coche buscando aquí al señor.
Did you do these with
Señor
Grandma?
secreto.
No, August did. I never had a green thumb. She loved helping my mother in the...
Really?
Why do you say...
I don't know. Can you picture August getting her hands dirty?
I guess. But if my
O le
mother
gusta
was
rajar,
ever out in
la
the
peña.
garden, she was out there with her. I remember one year, maybe when she was 6, she started crying so hard when it came time to pick. But the plants worked so hard growing them.
Aw, well now I feel bad for the plants.
She was a...
So am I. So, to August.
Oh.
Pues podría haber gente viviendo aquí perfectamente. Esto está totalmente abandonado. Pero bueno, por lo menos vemos que el señor amante no está aquí. La furgoneta parece que no... Ah, sí.
It's your funky van. And it's...
Gotta keep all the funky stuff.
Please tell me the keys are somewhere. I need to see what a lava lamp looks like.
They might have been... I can't remember.
Don't do this to me, Mother. I have to see how much time...
Oh! August was always trying to steal my keys so she could get in.
Oh, the little... All right. The funky stuff is so close, I can take...
Vale.
Is this...
It's a mobile home.
What did I just say?
They're not the same. A trailer home hooks up to the back of a truck and can be towed around. A mobile home arrives on a trailer.
Go on.
A mobile home doesn't have wheels.
Well, why didn't you just say that?
Well, I will admit, it took me a moment.
You used to roller skate?
Mm-hmm. At the drive-in on Main Street.
Era camarera.
At the... Wait, why would you be roller... Mom, were you a roller skating waitress at a drive-in restaurant?
When we were here for the summer.
Oh my...
Yeah. It seems silly now. I mean, it was silly, but...
From what?
Well, it was the first time we'd come back for the summer since my...
Oh.
I think... I don't know, it was good to be up and moving.
And bringing people burgers?
Oh yeah,
Tell me there's a photo of this. Well, I've got an...
Sí, me parece que había un logro de encontrar la foto. Nueva Columbia. Eso se tiene que poder leer, ¿no?
These have seen better days.
Yeah, it's a shame they've gotten...
I meant when they were alive.
Right.
I think hunting is really rude. Like, leave the poor animals alone.
You know, people have been hunting animals since we lived in caves.
Right.
Correcto.
Before there were supermarkets. Or shotguns. hunt like a caveman,
Ajá.
and maybe I'll give you a pass. Did Grandpa shoot these?
Mm-hmm. Well, the pheasant. I shot the deer.
Mom! That's kind of awesome. I mean, as noted, hunting in general is rude and unnecessary, but still.
Mhm.
You were my age?
Younger. Our father took us hunting during the summers when we'd stay out here. Well, mostly just me. I always did all right with hunting. I could kind of, I don't think August could. I only saw her fire a gun once. She didn't want to, but my dad wouldn't let her give up. He said we weren't heading back until, so she aimed and fired and missed. The deer ran off. That was August's first, and our father didn't have much patience for that kind. He had a real thing for, you know.
Maybe it's good to let your emotions get in the way sometimes.
A ver. Opal, me lo estoy pasando bomba. Este sitio es una pasada, en serio. Tienes que venir. Sé que cada año vas con tu familia a la casita de verano, pero en serio. Creo que el año que viene deberías plantearte trabajar conmigo en el parque. Todos los que llevan las atracciones, juegos y tal son de nuestra edad. Y cuando cierres el parque puedes montarte las atracciones tanto como quieras. Prométeme que vendrás el verano que viene. ¿Cómo va por ahí en el pueblo? ¿Aún trabajas en el autorrestaurante? Si no tienes suerte con los tíos de ahí, espérate a venir aquí. Están como un tren. Se te pondrían los pelos de punta. Dale saludos a tu familia de mi parte. Voy a escribirte cada semana, igual que el año pasado. Así que no te olvides de responderme. Tu amiga que se lo está pasando pipa y quiere que estés aquí desesperadamente. Lori.
Mom, you know what it sounds like. You had a Francine.
I guess I did.
I've never heard of Lori before. Are you still...
It was short for Dolores. Maybe you've heard me talk about my old friend Dolores?
No, I don't think so.
We haven't spoken in years. One of those friends you have.
That's never gonna happen with me and friends. We'll still be friends when I'm as old as you. A very long, like so long from now.
Wait, you're not implying I'm old?
No, but God, it's gonna be a long...
Vale, el salón está visto en principio. ¿Esto se puede abrir? Sí, vale. Bueno, voy a abrirlo, que está ahí la escopeta.
Oh, look at this big pink...
Kurt won that from me at the fair.
Kurt?
Kurt.
Well, we met.
You had a summer fling? Was he cute?
I thought he was very handsome.
Oh my God, a bad boy? Did you roller skate his order out to him on his
He
motorcycle?
parked the motorcycle and sat at a table inside.
Oh, okay, that makes... Sorry, getting caught up on the details here.
Well,
Cool.
he was very romantic.
Oh,
No. Well, a little like that.
oh,
Pero bueno,
no.
Nueva fresca.
What happened?
I don't remember. It was just a summer thing. It doesn't really matter.
Wow.
que no te acuerdas.
Hey, maybe we should keep looking around.
Que no te acuerdas. Ah, no comentamos nada de la escopeta. Joder. No, es mucho más importante el osito de peluche. ¿Qué es la ceniza radiactiva? ¿Cómo estar a salvo?
Locked. Maybe the little key? Nope. What secret?
Joder, cuántos secretos, ¿no? Nuevo amigo de August. El papá de August le dejó una corbata especial, era una corbata roja y tenía poderes especiales. Cuando August se ponía la corbata se encontraba con su amigo Sombrocaso. Sombrocaso vivía en las sombras y siempre estaba ahí para ayudarla. Era el amigo de August que nunca la dejaría.
Nightshade?
It was because he could only come out at night. Or stay in the shade.
Okay, well, that's...
August was just a kid.
Did it have to be a freaky, what about you?
Well, I was a teenager. I don't think I was the most... I don't know.
If I had a little sister and Dad died, I'd be there for her to talk to.
It's different. You don't
Menuda
know what happened to
puñalada.
little sister.
Are you trying to say you were justified in not helping your little...
I helped. I did. I could have used more help too. So August made a new friend for herself. One...
Sheesh, what happened here?
Looks like the wall gave way.
What is this?
It's the water here.
Oh, that's why you said water damage. I get. Well, it's not going anywhere now. Can we climb over it?
No! God, look at all that rust.
I'm up on my tetanus shots, aren't I?
We're not risking it.
Well, what's that thingy back there?
It's a maintenance hatch? For getting...
Is there any other way into the crawl space?
I think there's a way to get in... Why are you...
Well, if we could get into the crawl space, we could climb back up out of that hatch.
I'm not sure why you're using...
And also, I really want to see if there's any cool, creepy stuff. Like a skeleton.
Listen, you can give it a peek if you want, but there is no way...
Hey, no problem.
Vale. O sea, tenemos que salir de la casa y dar la vuelta. Revistas. Bien. A ver si hay algo en la cocina.
Hey, the key for the locked drawer and...
It very well...
Only one way to find out.
Una invitación, 18 de agosto, casa de Cindy y Mark. Muy bien. Una postal. Querida, sé que estoy huyendo, pero nunca me había sentido tan libre. Acabo de cruzar la frontera y te escribo desde el escritorio de la habitación de un motel algo recóndito en una pequeña carretera secundaria. Aún me queda rato de conducir antes de encontrar un lugar en el que quedarnos, pero pronto daré una dirección a la que puedas mandarme tus respuestas. No me eches mucho de menos.
Well, would you look... A postcard from the mist...
What was he running?
The cops?
For what?
Tax evasion.
That's surprisingly much.
It's how they got Al Capone.
Fair enough.
¿Pero se puede dar la vuelta? Canadá. Claro, y como algunas cosas se pueden coger y otras no, que es algo que no entiendo, es un coñazo, porque vas dándole vueltas así con el cursor por encima de todo, pero solo puedes coger algunas cosas. No tiene mucho sentido. Pero bueno, no parece que haya nada más, no sé. Pero claro, no puedes estar seguro porque tendrías que mirar todo. No parece que haya nada. Vamos a abrir el cajón. Otra postal. Querida, he estado conduciendo arriba y abajo por autopistas y senderos en busca del rincón perfecto, un lugar apartado en el que nadie se le ocurriría mirar, que tenga algo de espacio, y sé que siempre te han gustado los lugares cerca del agua. Pronto encontraré algo. Tú espera y no digas nada.
Aha! They were really gonna run away together.
He thought so anyway.
Why do you think Grandma decided not to run off with him?
Well, maybe she just came to her. She could have gotten swept up in all the emotions and everything after Father died, and then when the time came...
Maybe. Maybe something super messed up happened. Okay. He was driving on these secluded back roads and whatnot, and he picks up a hitchhiker, and all the way to the end of the line. And the hitchhiker's just staring off into the distance like he's lost at some faraway place. And then all of a sudden, with
It's actually pronounced Bowie.
what? No, it's like the last name, like David Bowie.
Different last name. Bowie.
Are you just messing with me?
No, that's...
Okay, well, anyway, maybe this guy got killed by a crazy hitchhiker. That's all I'm saying.
Well, that would...
Cavernas Meramec esconde. Muy bien. Vale. Está cerrado, ¿eh? Había otra puerta, ¿no?
What's in here?
That's just August's old room. Let's try and find...
¿Ah? Porque hay otra forma. ¿Sí? ¿Una ventana? ¿Por dónde? Si por aquí está cerrado. Joder.
So, this is how we get into the crawl space?
You keep saying...
So, this is how intrepid people...
among other personnel...
Fine then. You're probably too frail to get in here.
Wow. Okay, into the filth...
See you on the other...
Vale, aquí está la salida.
Ooh, this is good. Mom's gotta see this.
Te escribo desde nuestra casa, justo en el agua. Tras buscar por todos lados me di cuenta de que no había mejor hogar para nosotros que uno que pudiéramos desancorar y separar si fuera necesario. Así que nos he comprado una casa flotante. Es increíble, la compré de un señor que la tenía en perfecto estado, pero se había cansado de mantenerla ahora que estaba más mayor. Hay un rumor de que van a hacer una presa en este río, pero aunque pasara todavía faltaría mucho para ello. Ahora solo falta que tú y las niñas os vengáis aquí. Espero que haya sido un buen verano. Escríbeme discretamente y hagamos planes para la gran mudanza. Algo que he aprendido desde la muerte de Leo es que tener mucho dinero es la única forma de vivir. ¿Eh? Prepárate para dejar atrás todas tus preocupaciones. Ahí esta es la foto, ¿no? Joder, buena casa flotante. Vale. Es el cadáver de...
Oh, cool.
Vale, no veo nada más.
Mom, I found a way in. Hang on, I'll open the back door. Hey, Mom, I found some. Look.
Another letter.
He wanted to live with Grandma on a boat. Maybe we can figure out where the boat was by looking at
It looks like, well, it looks like a boat.
a houseboat.
Can't see much of the surrounding area.
It's near... Maybe we can look for some...
A place in Canada with trees.
Unas 2 horas de distancia.
What's this about?
Oh, that was the town where Kurt lived. You know, we were a summer thing, but we were planning on how we could keep seeing each other once we both... I guess I was feeling pretty lost. He became my plan for how I would be okay.
And...
Yeah, like these things.
So how'd you end up...
Sorry?
Well, you didn't end up with Kurt.
Oh, it was a lot of years later that I met your dad. It was actually when I was in one of the first plays I performed in at the Drama. Your dad was in the audience. He hung around outside the stage door. He said there was a problem with he was so distracted by my beauty that he couldn't pay attention to anything else going on.
Aw, that's so... It's like something out of a...
I found it... He was very persistent.
Was Dad?
He told me later that he'd actually been at the play on a date with someone. He told her he needed to head home. Then,
Wow. Did you find that
I
endearing?
guess at the time I found it flattering. I should have realized it was a red flag.
Un momento, ¿me estáis diciendo que
Wait,
papá te puso los
Oh,
cuernos?
God, no. Just, you know, it's a sleazy move.
So, not the kind of thing Kurt would have done?
Oh, I don't know.
Me gusta rajar del pobre hombre.
Do you remember... Well, did it seem...
Leave my father? I mean, I guess when I was around your age, I started wondering why they were together in the first... They didn't seem...
Makes sense?
Yeah.
Huh. I remember when I started wondering that about you and Dad. Why you're both so... Did you used to...
When you're together at first, everything but when you get used to each other. But sometimes, you know, by that point...
Too late? Because you have a kid?
Well, that can be one fact.
So you think you and Dad would have split up a lot sooner if...
Well,
I'm sorry I held everything up, okay? Maybe you would have been happier if you had
Joder.
been stuck with Dad for so...
honey, that's not how it is. It's not as simple as that. And it's not because of you. There's a lot more to it. We'll talk about it someday.
When's someday?
Not today.
Then when?
Not today.
Vale, aquí tenemos varias cosas. A ver, tenemos el baño. Aquí no va a haber nada, supongo. Bueno, el baño no, la lavadora y eso. Objetos random. La foto. Esto era un logro, creo.
It's here! It's photographic evidence of your roller skating waitress phase.
Parecías
You were
tontita.
cute! Oh, please, Mom, stop. You were cute then, and you're, hot mom now. According to the boys at school, you are my hot mom.
What? No.
Oh yeah, no, it's great. It's great having all the boys at school talking about how hot your mom is. Regardless, this photo of you is real neat, and I think we should keep.
Sure.
Sí, es un logro. Waiter skater. A la próxima tranquilizar a los dos antes de intentar arreglar las cosas. Confidencial para Gema Preciosa. A ver, estos son consejitos, ¿no? Eres joven, idealista y confías en los demás con facilidad. Tienes buen corazón y mucho dolor por sanar. No dejes que se aproveche de ella.
Precious stone.
Esto era para ti.
This was to you.
Subtle, right? My mother was against me and Kurt being together from the start. To be fair, I would go off to who knows where with him and sometimes not come back till... Now I understand how worried...
Do you ever thank your lucky stars?
I don't know. You and Francine can stay up
Playing The Sims and eating pizza rolls.
Yeah,
Los
you
Sims.
kids are wild these days.
Vale. Y aquí... una
What's in here?
habitación.
That was my mom and dad's room. Well, just my mom's.
Well, dang it.
I think... Look, I think I could get this open with a flat...
Awesome.
Oh,
Nice.
¿No quiere ir al coche? Joder.
go mechanic. Oh, man. I forgot that August had this. I let her keep it when I moved.
But August didn't even go to Fort.
She almost did. We were both so excited. Don't you remember Grandma talking about how much...
I remember her talking about how sexist it was.
Yeah, well, everything was sexist back then. But we're a Ford State family. You'll be a triple legacy.
I don't even know if I want to go to
What do you mean you don't know if you want to go to college?
I can make my own choice.
What kind of choice is that?
I'm not gonna be broke. I've been working really hard on my design. And August didn't go to college.
August was lucky. She's talented.
When I'm 18.
Look, I don't want to talk about...
Fine.
Oh, tensión.
Well, howdy there. What's your name, buddy?
¿Esta llave de dónde es?
Aha! This must be the key.
De la furgo.
Oh, how fun. Wait, did they not get to use these? No video games back then, I guess. Poor, deprived kids.
Una ouija.
Oh my god, Aunt August. I have so many questions.
Querida Augusto, estabas enfadada por lo que ha ocurrido hoy. No pasa nada, necesitabas tiempo para ti en lugar de hablar conmigo. Eso está bien. Pero por enfadada que estés tienes que hablar de esto. Los niños solo se meten con las niñas porque les gustan o porque son diferentes. No puedes controlar la crueldad de los demás, pero puedes desanimarlos con tu aspecto, tu comportamiento o aprendiendo a seguirles el rollo. Es hora de madurar y sé que lo harás. Con amor, mamá.
I mean, fair enough. You gotta go along to get along.
Oh, that's not what this is. She's telling her to act her age, not conform.
Isn't that the same?
Of course not.
What happens if you don't look out and meet friends who you... I feel like there are people for everyone, but what if you never meet them? Ships in the night.
Most people meet them later in life. Meeting a good friend in grade school is incredibly lucky.
But what does someone like that do? Just have no friends? Get bullied by a bunch of twerps? Grandma just wanted her to have friends. Don't act like you didn't buy me hush puppies in 7th grade.
You said you wanted
Primero de la
those.
ESO.
I wanted them because I wanted to have friends, not because I thought they were cute.
That's terrible.
So what? So you compromise a little aesthetically and you can maintain your interior, individuality. Clothes are the most boring form of expression. What am I gonna do? Get a nose ring to be different so I can look like every other person with a nose ring?
You are a very strange teenager.
See? I've...
Tesoro. Un tesoro cerca de la caseta del perro.
I
Knew what?
This map could only to the lost bootlegger gold.
Tess, this was clearly...
Perhaps it was a particularly...
Seems more like August.
Looks like she was just playing buried. Do you think there'd be anything there to dig up? It'd be like a time...
Maybe she was gonna come back for it later.
I don't know. Let's just...
Vale. Vale, lo he visto todo entonces aquí. No, falta esto, ¿no? Vale, y aquí hace falta el destornillador. Vale, voy a ver lo de la caseta del perro.
You ready to unearth this?
You are really getting into crawling through old crawl space.
It's for the sake of the adventure, Mom.
Don't let me stop.
Ujú. Adiós, sombrocaso. Eres mi amigo. Te echaré de menos, August.
So this is where August buried her feeling.
Mom, come on. It's... What?
I don't know. Maybe we should keep it. Maybe August would want it.
I think so, too.
We can just put it in the car.
Welcome back, Nightshade.
Esto era un logro también. Resulta que el verdadero tesoro eran los amigos que hicimos por el camino. Es broma, en realidad era la tumba de Sombrocaso, el amigo imaginario. Me siento mal por haber perturbado su descanso. Yo no, porque manda un logro. Vale, ahora... ¿cómo está el tema? Esto ya lo he visto todo. Necesitaba ir a por el destornillador. También podemos entrar en la furgoneta. Pero, ¿cómo? ¿Cómo voy a la guantera del coche? Abrirla con un pequeño destornillador que guardó... Ah, en la furgoneta. Vale, vale.
Oh, it's everything I'd imagine. It's got an ugly lamp, an acoustic guitar.
I mean, what do you expect? It's been under this carport for 30... That's why I'm not coming.
Okay, I'll just look around and get out.
You're just looking for the screwdriver, right?
Right.
Don't get too nosy.
All right, all right. Look at all this.
Tocadiscos... a salir.
Ah, alas. Not so groovy anymore.
Maquillajes.
Brutal, Lori. Brutal.
Quería, ¿pero recibes mis cartas? No sabía nada de ti desde que me contaste lo de Kurt. Y yo te escribo cada semana. Las cosas en el parque son un rollo patatero. La gente güey ya se ha ido, así que ahora solo estamos Gordon, yo y los tontos de Sandusky. Si no recibo nada tuyo, asumiré que estás demasiado ocupada con Kurt para escribirme. Menos mal que al menos una lo está pasando bien. Ya te hablaré cuando empiece la escuela, supongo, si no estoy muy ocupada. Bien dicho.
Wow. Mom was even into theater back then. Huh.
Vale. Cosas de teatro, muy bien. La púa. Asesinato en la mansión Montage.
Holy shit.
Nena, hemos pasado un verano tremendo, pero toca despedirme. No me molan los inviernos con nieve. Me voy a Cali con la moto. Si te pasas por ahí, búscame. Oh, pícaro el Kurt. Vale, ya está, ¿no? Manual del propietario. Vale, creo que ya está.
How is the stuff? Funky as...
Well, I found this. You guys didn't just drift apart.
No. I came to work at the diner one night, and it was this.
That sucks, Mom.
I just felt like I'd put all my energy into planning how we'd be able to... And then one day, I don't know if I've ever cried as much as I did.
He seems like an asshole.
Hey, language.
But he was.
All right. You're not wrong. There was a lesson I should have learned that you can't rely on other people.
What?
Buena
If you
lección.
put your
Madre mía.
trust in other people, if you expect them to be there for you, one day they won't be.
So what? You shouldn't have friends or relationships?
Well, no, you can care about other people, but you have to be ready for them to go away. And
Are you saying Dad left you? I thought you said you both agreed to get divorced.
well, either way, he's not...
Mom, what happened with you and Dad splitting? He always makes it sound like you wanted him to leave, but
He does?
I mean,
If he's telling you I wanted this,
Oh,
See? This is why you need... If you're fine on your own, when they leave, you don't have to feel this way. Remember that.
well,
Good.
menudo drama. Vale. Tengo que entrar por otro lado, ¿no?
door, we meet again.
Hey, good work.
Thanks, Mom.
La Biblia. A ver, postal. Querida, espera un momento. Veo que de repente quieres echarte atrás. Teníamos un plan. Leo muere. Yo me marcho hacia la frontera y cuando se calmen las aguas vienes conmigo. Ojo, 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 ¿qué están insinuando aquí? Pero esto no funciona si solo se marcha uno. Aquí tengo todo lo que jamás podrías querer. Nuestro propio lugar, un pueblito tranquilo en el que nadie sabe cómo nos llamamos. Y un montón de dinero con el que podemos vivir durante mucho tiempo. ¿Por qué tiene tanto dinero? A las niñas también les va a encantar. ¿Qué niño no querría vivir en un barco? Olvídate de esas tonterías, sigue con lo que habíamos dicho y pronto podremos estar juntos. Uy, uy, uy.
Would you have loved living on a...
I don't think so. I wonder what age he thought I was. He couldn't have thought... Wait. I hadn't even thought of that. My mother was just gonna take me and August, and we were all... I mean, of course she wasn't just gonna leave us behind, but...
Sounds like Grandma had some big...
Well, look, he said she started having cold feet. I mean, she must have written him back.
You think she realized that maybe her kids wouldn't have been so happy moving on? Can I start calling him Canada Man?
You can call him what? This is so strange.
Love makes you do crazy.
Love or grief?
Both?
Buró. El buró.
Oh, my mom loved this desk.
Jeez, how many desks?
I mean, she was a writer. She liked to move around.
Well, this gives me it. The little key.
Vale. Joder, no es fácil coger el boli. A ver, a ver, a ver. ¿Qué tenemos aquí? Una foto aquí de la boda. Nada. A la nota. Helen, no puedes dejarme aquí. He hecho todo esto por ti, todo por ti. Y también son mis niñas, ¿eh? Tengo el derecho. Apartado de correos, no sé qué. Ontario. Ontario, Canadá. Uy, 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 uy. Pero, ¿cómo que son mis hijas?
What's that?
What? I'm
What
sorry.
does he mean when he says those are his kids?
Sí, sí, sí.
Was Grandpa Leo not your real dad?
Madre mía.
Could that have been why he was trying to run away with you and August and Grandma Helen?
I can't even...
Look, Mom. This one. This note. Pierre Lautrec.
Sí.
Box. We should go check it out.
What?
No.
Tess, we already drove however many hours up here and dug around getting dirty and all this stuff. I'm not driving us to Canada. We have the rest of the house to pack up, and I still need to call the electric company to schedule our...
Pero hombre, que es tu
service.
padre.
Mom.
Ah, estamos hablando de tu padre.
This is your father. It's about who I really am. Was my grandfather really my grand? These are big questions, Mom, and you're just gonna turn around.
Okay, listen.
Yes.
Hey, I'm not... You didn't win this one. I just happen to agree. I do want to know who my mother might have been mixed up with, and why she never told me about it. And if we go check out this address... So, if one more day of driving is all it takes to find...
Then why not, right?
Right.
Glad I could convince you.
No, you just happen...
Exactly. Glad. Okay. Should we...
Yeah. Let's find somewhere to stay for the night.
Hotel night. We're getting room service. Thank you, Mom. Best.
But we didn't find that hidden fortune you were so excited about.
Yeah.
Come on, let's...
Sí que es un escándalo, sí. Sí que es un escándalo. Tarjeta de pésame. Te mandamos nuestras condolencias. Te acompañamos en tu dolor. Janet y Michael Richards. Helen, lamentamos mucho tu pérdida. Los Salzman. Muy bien. Vale, pues yo creo que ya está. Nos vamos.
It's out there. That buried bootlegger gold.
Uh-huh. Bigfoot, too, I hear.
Do you think he found the gold already?
What makes you so sure Bigfoot?
Oh, I love it. Equal.
It's 2003, Tess. Any
2 horas decía el tío que había hecho el análisis. No sé cómo lo ha jugado, saltándose todos los diálogos y pasando de todo.
All right.
Logro.
Time to order that room service.
This is not the kind of place that has room service.
What?
Hotels do room service. This is a motel.
Just like the summer place was a mobile home and not a trailer.
Right. But there's a restaurant and lounge right next door, though. I'm gonna head down there and get us dinner, okay? And I'll be back with something to eat.
Well, all right.
What do you want to eat?
Oh,
Burger it is. Do your homework.
Ahora quiere que haga los deberes. A ver, que eche un vistacillo aquí a los... A ver si hay algún logro aquí. Comerse toda la hamburguesa o algo así creo que pone. Encontrar las pastillas de la madre. ¿Son estas? No, estas son de la abuela.
oh, how lovely. Dirt-flavored water. No thanks. Ooh, a visitor's guide. Oh.
Hola Tesita, espero que hayas pasado un buen día. Esta noche trabajo esta tarde, pero mañana hablamos. Siempre pensando en ti, papá. Hola, papá. Pronto cruzaremos la frontera de Canadá y quería saludarte. ¿Canadá? ¿Para qué? Encontramos unas pistas en la casa de verano de los abuelos y pensamos que en otro lugar cruzando la frontera habría más. Así que vamos a echar un vistazo. ¿Estás buscando oro de contrabandista sin mí? Puede, a ver que encontráramos. Qué ganas de oír todo cuando vuelvas y para llevarme mi parte del botín. También tengo ganas. Tengo una pregunta sobre mamá y tú. Me vuelve una bajona. Siempre has dicho que mamá quería que te fueras y por eso ya no vives con nosotros. Pero mamá dice que eres tú el que quería irse. No entiendo. ¿Eso te ha dicho? Bueno, yo creo que fue mutuo. Pero aquí tiene una gran oportunidad y tenía que aprovecharla. Entiendo por qué tu madre no quiso venir y no pasa nada. ¿Por eso te fuiste de casa y dejaste vídeo Galaxy y todo? No es lo mismo si tú no estás. Se atiende igual. Sobre la tienda mejor siempre. ¿Quién quiere a su padre de jefe? Contigo la tienda es divertida. Escaparates y el concurso de disfraces de Halloween y el de frases de pelis. El nuevo gerente es un soso. Entonces, ¿cuál es esa gran oportunidad que tienes? Pues vine aquí a emprender con una nueva empresa y estoy en fase de inversión. Tengo ganas de contarte más, pero prefiero esperar a saber que va a salir bien. Solo quiero asegurarme de que todo va sobre ruedas cuando te lo cuente. Ya. ¿Recuerdas de pequeña que me estabas dibujando un cuento y no me dejabas mirar hasta que estuviera terminado? Que era, vale. ¿Tienes eso? Claro, nunca me desharía de eso, ni de broma. No quiero precipitarme y luego decepcionarte. Lo entiendes, ¿verdad? Sí, qué ganas. Pronto, tengo que volver al curro. Ajá. Escribir a Francine. Estaba encantada la casa, mucho. ¿Cuántos fantasmas has visto? No se podían ni contar. Hablando de mal rollo, ¿qué dijo tu madre cuando le dijiste lo de Nevada? Ah, aún no se lo he dicho. ¿Por qué estás tan obsesionada con eso? Tienes que decírselo y si no te deja ir. Voy a ir y me va a dejar. Díselo ya. Lo diré cuando sea un buen momento. Cuando, yo qué sé. Entonces, ¿habéis encontrado lo que buscabais? Sí y no. Mañana nos vamos a Canadá. ¿Qué? Vamos a encontrar unas cosas sobre quién podría haber sido mi abuelo. No sé si descubrimos algo más de él. ¿Qué? ¿Tiene sangre canadiense? No, porque no era canadiense, ¿no? Cuando lleguemos a casa te llamo. Vamos a pasar la noche en un motel raro. Mola bastante. Es muy retro. Mi madre me va a comprar una hamburguesa. Que flipe. ¿Has mirado por la habitación si hay algo raro? Fijo. Debería enviarle un mensaje si encuentro algo interesante. ¿Mm? Coño. Eso sí, bastante interesante. Ha desaparecido el mando de la tele. Yo no veo nada raro.
Notify the blah blah blah. Beware. Be sure. Got it.
Vamos a hacer los deberes.
Hey, it's burger.
Fine. How was the...
Overpriced. But I guess that's the price you pay for convenience.
Thanks.
Enjoy.
Tell her I said hi.
August, guess where I am? At a motel in Powhatan. We paid a visit to the old summer house mobile home. Anyway, we came away with some...
Esta hamburguesa es mi rival y la derrotaré. Oye, un logro era como ser la hamburguesa. Vale. Tengo que ayudar con mi madre con la cena. Buen viaje a Canadá. ¿Puedo cotillar? Aumentar la distancia de Andrómeda. Mejorar el boca a boca. ¿Qué camisetas? ¿Qué? ¿Qué es esto? Carteles en colegios de la zona. Sus notas sobre su teatro. Ah, vale. O sea...
Do you think... Could Dad have... Yeah, she's here. She wants to talk to you. I'm going out for...
Teresa.
Hi, Aunt August.
This is all... It's pretty crazy.
Yeah, that's one word for it.
How do you feel about it?
¿Lo sabría? Lo sabría la tía August. No sé qué pensar.
Honestly,
Me neither.
I can't imagine Grandma having an affair, but I also don't think she would have if it wasn't the right...
Yeah. It seems pretty out of character, but she wasn't interested. My dad, I was still pretty young when our dad died. For your mom, I think this is all a lot harder on your...
I'm sorry.
It's all right. I've spent enough on therapy. Did you guys find anything out there?
We found your old friend, Nightshade.
Oh.
Kind of a spooky...
Yeah. I was a spooky kid.
That must have been hard.
Yeah. What about the house?
Yeah.
I
guess part of me hoped we could just move out there.
Move out there? Oh my gosh. You're breaking my heart.
What?
With me, in the townhouse.
No. What about Mom?
Of course. Both of...
What do you mean?
She... Look, you should talk to her about it.
La madre no se quiere mudar con la
Why
hermana.
Hold on.
Love you too, Anna.
And Jocelyn is looking at him,
Logro.
and it's so obvious that she forgot her line, and of course she did, because she only got off book a few days before, and he's just staring at her.
Uh-huh.
And Todd needs her to say it, otherwise the whole scene makes no sense, and it's dead quiet. It's opening night! And so then, she just says, "Who are you? The Pirate of Penzance?" Tess?
What?
Diría que falta solo una localización. Que falta el...
Pirates of the
ya
Caribbean.
el
I'm listening.
llegar al barco.
If you want to just drive quietly.
Bueno, un viaje más aburrido. Me pregunto qué tal les va a papá y Francine.
Wait, where's my cell? Did I put it in the glove box? Oh no.
What?
My cell phone. I left my cell phone at the hotel. Yes, I looked everywhere. It's not in the glove box. It's not in my backpack. I don't have the chart. We have to go back and get...
Tess, we have been driving for over an hour already. We are not driving...
You don't understand. It might be gone if we don't go back.
I'm sure it'll be in the motel Lost and Found. We can pick it up on the way.
Mom, we have to turn around. We haven't been driving...
Yes, we have. We left 1 hour and...
Well, we can drive faster on the way...
I am not breaking the speed limit and getting pulled over and getting a ticket because you can't...
You know, I wouldn't have left my phone there if it wasn't for you. You were lying to me. And I was so... And now you won't even go...
Hold on. I was lying to you? When was I lying to you?
Yo creo que en aquella época no estábamos tan obsesionados con el móvil, ¿eh? No me habías dicho que estabas tomando pastillas. Pero yo he encontrado... O sea, eran las pastillas de rayos. Las he encontrado y he mandado el logro, ¿por qué? No me habías dicho que podíamos quedarnos con August.
Why would you just lie to me and say August was unwilling to help us?
I didn't lie. She doesn't want to help. Helping would be buying the house, and when I asked, she said no.
But she offered to let us stay with her.
And I said no. There's a million reasons why.
At least we'd be sleeping in a bed.
We aren't gonna sleep in the car. I'll figure...
Aren't you concerned? We have no plan. You have no plan.
I have a plan. Money might be tight, but it's not like I don't have...
Si papá y tú siguierais juntos, ¿dónde crees que estaríamos ahora mismo? ¿Por qué te interesa tan poco lo que hago? ¿Por qué no te cae bien August?
Excuse me? Where did you get that idea?
You always act like she's a pain when she's just trying to help. It's like...
First of all, I am not jealous of her. It's a lot easier to make money when you live by yourself, especially if you're so far away. Your own family is, and I had to do all the work for Grandma. August just stayed in Chicago.
You're making her sound so selfish.
You've never lived with her, Tess. It's not gonna be like your little vacation. August thinks she knows what's best for everyone. I can't be around someone like that.
Wow. I can't imagine what that feels like. Do you think you're the only person with problems and the rest of us are just running around doing whatever? You're exhausting. No wonder Dad left.
Don't bring your dad into this.
Why not?
Qué feo es
Why
todo
can't
eso.
we talk about Dad? Actually, the divorce?
I don't want to have this
Fine. You don't want to have this discussion?
What?
When I see Dad when I go next month.
You're not going to
Yes, I am.
What do you mean?
From my business, I'm going.
From your business.
If you just told me what was happening, I wouldn't have to. I wouldn't.
The truth? Oh, so that's what this is all about, huh? Fine. Here's the truth.
Uy, uy,
The
uy.
divorce wasn't mutual. I divorced him.
You.
Your father announced he was going to Reno to become a full-time gambler and expected me to say, "Oh, sure, honey, feel free to abandon me and my daughter and dying mother to try out your next get-rich-quick scheme." What? What kind of person would think a marriage could work with that kind of distance? So then I have to be the bad guy, just like always. He gets to run away and be the fun parent, and I have to be the mean mom. So I divorced him. I'm sure he's just as proud of his new job as I am, and that's why you're hearing about it now. So sure, go to Nevada, ask him all.
No se me perdió el teléfono que encima ha peleado con a menudo asco. Pues nada, ahora nos sentaremos aquí en silencio hasta que lleguemos a la casa flotante. Qué viaje tan divertido. Sí, bastante bonito.
It's a dead end.
It's not a dead
Logro.
end. We just have to get out and walk.
Vale, y ahora
Where,
llegamos ya
Tess?
al barco, ¿no?
No.
Pues hombre, hay que ir hacia
I
el
think
lago,
it's through
señora.
here. Thanks for the...
Look, I know you're upset. We both are. Let's just get in.
Agreed.
Bueno, parece que por fin hemos logrado llegar a la casa flotante. Seguramente le pertenezca al hombre misterioso, Pierre-Lautrec. Sea lo que sea que encontramos aquí, espero que valga la pena. A ver. Vale. Pues yo creo que falta esto. Explorar la casa y ya está. A ver, desde luego poco tiene que ver con un Edith Finch. Le da 1000 vueltas a este juego. Esto es básicamente, eso lo que yo decía, es una visual novel realmente. Es ir viendo que te van contando y ya está. Con la diferencia de que aquí pues vas tú viendo cosas en primera persona,
Yeah.
buscando objetos, pero vamos.
Pierre was here.
Looks like we're on the right track.
¿Dónde han visto? Ah, sí. This means you, Pierre. Vale. Chillos. No los voy a coger.
how are we supposed to get on board?
Maybe there's something around.
Que vamos a llegar a la casa brotada, pero si intentamos saltar ese hueco vamos a acabar con las espinillas rotas. Puede que por aquí haya algo que podamos usar para cruzar. Pues esto. No será el remo este de aquí, ¿o?
This is so stupid.
But
What if you fall off and break your neck, Tess? Or who?
but we're already
Mobile.
the mobile home was fine.
Okay, fine. You stay.
No.
Don't tell me what I can't do, Tess. No matter how.
You're right.
All right.
No, I should go.
No way. What if?
I could say the same. I should go first. I'm not gonna let my poor, aged mother walk across a rickety bridge before.
Let's flip a coin. Call it.
Heads. I won!
Just and stay.
Quite the party boat Pierre had gone.
No kid.
I kind of want to.
What?
Well, they're all in the bucket except these. Now they will be.
Vale, por aquí se puede bajar.
It's locked. This must be where the money is.
I seriously.
Can I just kick it in?
I'd say you're free to try, but I don't want you.
How sturdy can?
Vale, ahí hace falta una llave. No espero recibir otra carta tuya tan pronto. Una casa flotante, qué romántico vivir en el agua, pero ¿no crees que sea un poco pequeña para vivir nosotros dos con las niñas? Nosotros seguimos aquí esperando a que pase este calor. Si bien me emociona la idea de empezar nuestra nueva vida, empiezo a tener mis preocupaciones. ¿Cuál será la reacción de las niñas? Ya han pasado por mucho. ¿Qué crees que pensarán mis padres de que desaparezcamos así de la nada? Pobrecita mi madre, ya ha perdido a un yerno. ¿La gente no nos buscará? ¿Seguro que no hay otra forma?
A letter from Grandma.
Can you imagine if my mother had actually?
I'd be Canadian.
You wouldn't even exist. Whoa. Well, who knows if I would have had a daughter if my whole life had changed back then. I certainly wouldn't have met your father.
Pero obviamente no,
So
no
this is like
existiría.
looking into an alternate reality. I'd like to live in another
Like what?
one where you and Dad were still together. I mean,
It's not. There's no way to that reality.
Pero bueno, la abuela.
wow. This is from when
Yeah, I don't think.
you look a lot like.
Really?
Maybe.
What? Oh, you mean because he might not have been my father?
You have her smile.
Nada fresca. Pero bueno. Pero bueno.
Wow.
Tess, don't.
Why not? It's just as grimy as anything else in this. Plus, I want to find out what the winter camp.
You don't know where that's been.
It's literally been right here for 30 years.
I mean, before that, like, And I think it was fringed jackets.
The winter campus fashions in 1968.
And patterned tights.
Vale, aquí no hay nada. Vale, a ver. Revistitas. Tazas. Gastos de viaje.
Damn, 40 grand.
We've definitely found our man.
This must have been from when he drove up. Imagine spending $6 on a steak.
Or $7 for it.
Did people just drink more?
Yeah.
Cool. Nobody to spy on now.
$3.000 recibidos del señor Pelotrek a cambio de la casa flotante. Pero... Vale.
$3,000 for a houseboat?
Are you saying that's a lot?
A little. Only $3,000. It's a house. That's 2 whole things for just $3,000.
It does seem like he...
Do you think the boat had something wrong with it?
Maybe Pierre just drove a hard bar.
Uy, 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 uy. Aquí
Boy.
pasa algo, ¿eh?
Really getting into the sea captain persona, aren't we? Did the boat ever even leave this dock?
Vale, por aquí no se puede bajar, hay que bajar por el otro lado. Ah, por aquí también se puede, no sé si hay algo aquí. Cerrado.
Dodge this. This looks intense. What's the brushy thing for?
Foto de la abuela. Y por favor no vengas con que son tonterías. Mis preocupaciones son tonterías. Esto es algo que nos afecta a todos. Dices que tendremos todo lo que siempre hemos querido, pero yo no soy la que ha decidido cruzar la frontera para escapar y hacer que la boba de Helen rehaga su vida y la de sus hijas a las monedas de cambio, por mucho dinero que haya de por medio. Yo quiero cosas que el dinero no puede comprar, las amistades que atesoro desde niña, mi relación con mis padres y hermanos, un trabajo satisfactorio en el que pueda ayudar a la gente. Que mis hijas crezcan con el amor y la compañía de sus abuelos y sus amistades. Todo esto es lo que me pides que abandone. ¿Y a cambio de qué? Aislamiento, un lugar desconocido, un barco agujereado, dinero para gastar en qué? ¿Qué importa si perdemos todo lo demás?
Did you tell him, Grandma?
Yeah.
All those years of writing advice columns paid off. Kinda nice that she was thinking about you guys too, not just uprooting your life.
Yeah.
You'd have to learn.
Sacre bleu.
Oh no, it's already happening.
Oh, sacre bleu. Vale, aquí no hay nada. Tengo que encontrar teóricamente una llave o algo porque... Cerrado, no hay nada aquí. Esto parece que es algo, pero no. Libro de contabilidad. Efectivo suministro de viaje, material para las niñas.
Boy, he really burned.
I can't imagine just spending 40.
Well, some of it was on this book.
Yeah.
Can you imagine Grandma living here?
Can you imagine August?
Maybe then she would have been a famous painter because she would have, like, had to paint a bunch.
For sure.
And you and Grandma would have had to fish every day.
This is a very tempting scene you're painting.
I'm imagining something like
Little houseboat on the river?
rolls off the tongue.
Vamos, que la abuela sabía que este tío no era muy de fiar. Los ladrones vuelven a atacar Porton. Esto es lo de los robos que estaba viendo por ahí.
The burglary ring. Mom, Grandma's boyfriend here was a bank robber.
El novio de la abuela
Why
era un
else would he
ladrón.
have
¿Cómo?
this?
Maybe my mother...
For what?
To keep him abreast...
Oh, come on, Mom. Grandma had a thing going with a bank robber. How
Well, okay, they
¿Serio?
didn't rob any banks. It was the jewelry counters at department stores and things like that.
department store robber doesn't quite have the...
And it wasn't robbery. It was...
What's the difference?
A robbery is when you take something from someone under duress. A burglary, you take it when they're unaware.
You think?
Listen, it's been a while since I've brushed up on my
And why are they so sure it was...
What?
It says the men broke into the store, but
You're thinking lady robber.
like Catwoman.
I like it.
Do you think Grandma...
Are you seriously asking if I think my mother wasn't a...
On second thought, Grandma Helen was too smart to get involved.
Una llave.
Aha!
Wow. That is a lot.
$45?
A lot for back then, I mean. Whiskey. Plus, judging from the state of this place, this was probably a reoccurring.
Jeez.
I don't think he was handling my mother's change of heart.
With this amount of booze, it doesn't look like he was
Listen, let's just get back to it. It's cold.
Attention, every... Oh, man, what? doesn't work. Should have seen that coming.
Vale, pues nos queda esta habitación, no hay más. Hay que ver aquí algún documento importante. A ver. Recibido tu última carta. Esta es mi última respuesta. Dices que has hecho todo esto por mí, pero no es así. Todo lo que has hecho ha sido por ti. Tú eres el que no estaba satisfecho con nuestra casa, nuestros ingresos y siempre querías más. Tú eres el que tomó la decisión de conseguir dinero de forma insensata por medios ilegales. Tú eres el que decidió ir a Canadá para salvarte el pellejo, sin decirme nada siquiera. Hasta que era demasiado tarde para hacer nada más que seguirte la corriente. Pero ya no voy a seguírtela más. Dices que estas también son tus niñas. Por supuesto que lo son, pero también son mías. Estoy aquí con ellas todos los días, dándoles consuelo tras la pérdida de su padre, haciendo lo que puedo para seguir adelante, pero ya me estoy acostumbrando a hacerlo sola, a hablar por mí, a esta nueva vida. Estoy recuperando el equilibrio y empiezo a sentirme bien.
So I guess that's it. Grandma had enough time on her own. Without Grandpa, without Pierre. She realized she liked things better that way.
Can you blame her?
No, not at. It was her chance to have her own independence. And who would want to give up their whole life, everything they know, just for...
People have done worse for less.
Yeah, but Grandma had a pretty good life, didn't she? Maybe she just needed a little time to herself to realize how good she had it.
Dices que harás lo que sea necesario para hacerme feliz, que me darás todo lo que siempre he merecido. No sé cómo más decírtelo, pero creo que ya me lo has dado. Ahora solo quiero estar sola, libre para alcanzar esta nueva vida por mis propios medios. No vuelves a contactarme a mí ni a las niñas. Se ha acabado para todos. Creo que una vez fuimos felices. Espero que vuelvas a encontrar la felicidad.
This could come in handy.
Looks like a mailbox key.
Didn't we see some mailboxes up by the gate where we came in?
¿Ah, sí? Yo no. Vale, pues vamos a ver ese buzón. ¿Dónde? ¿Por aquí? ¿Qué buzón? ¿De qué buzón habla? Ay.
Looks like Pierre tried to mail this, but he messed up the postage or something. Let's crack this bad boy open.
Wait, opening other people...
Diría que Larry tampoco ve con buenos ojos el entrar en las casas flotantes de otras personas. Este hombre era tu padre, ¿verdad? Eres su familiar más cercano.
If this guy was your real...
Is that how that...
I don't know, probably.
I suppose you have...
Let's see.
A ver. A ver. Devolver, no reclamado, no sé qué. A ver, la última carta. ¿A quién corresponde? Ahí confiesa mi culpabilidad en una serie de atracos en los que se robó casi $500,000. Había trabajado como inspector de propiedades para el condado de de Jin durante más de 10 años. En una partida de póker en el 66 me habló un hombre interesado en que le diese planos mi conocimiento a cambio de dinero. Su objetivo era saltar de noche junto a otras personas. Hizo de grandes almacenes. No sé, eso creo que está un poco mal. Y otros negocios que movían grandes cantidades de dinero. Esta relación se fue desarrollando y yo cada vez estaba más involucrado. Me daban un 10% de las ganancias de los robos a cambio de información sobre cómo evitar que los sistemas de seguridad de las tiendas los detectaran. Con el paso del tiempo, las tiendas que elegían asaltar eran cada vez más arriesgadas. Yo ya no podía desvincularme de la organización, pues no solo habían amenazado a mi seguridad, sino también a la de mi familia. Sin ver más opción, falsifiqué un certificado de defunción con papeles que robé de la oficina del condado. Dejé atrás a mi esposa y mis hijas para cruzar la frontera bajo un nombre falso. A mi esposa, dice, ¿eh? Dice a mi esposa, o sea que es el abuelo. Es Leonard. Es que claro, es el abuelo de verdad. No murió. Mis hijas para cruzar la frontera bajo un nombre falso, dándoles instrucciones para que me siguieran. Nunca vinieron. Y me arrepiento de habérselo pedido. Lo poco que quedaba de mis ganancias de los robos lo he destruido. Mi esposa Helen no supo nada de mis crímenes hasta que ya fue demasiado tarde. Solo me siguió la corriente con lo de mi fallecimiento porque no tenía otra opción. Es inocente. Tomé la decisión de involucrarme en esta serie de crímenes yo solo. Solo pido que dejéis en paz a mi mujer y a mis hijas. Esta es mi confesión. Leonard Lambros. Oh,
So Pierre
siempre fue el abuelo.
was my dad?
He wrote this whole confession, but
I can't believe it.
well, it says right there.
No, I mean rhetorically, Tess. Jeez.
Right.
I'm... So my mother wasn't having an affair at all?
Not except with Grandpa's secret identity.
So my father hadn't died. When he was just... We never got to know him. He was just a car ride away. August and I suffered over something that never even happened.
Yeah. For your whole life, you'd thought your dad had just died, and that really sucked.
I can't believe he just abandoned... All this time, he was... he gave up his family, his children.
For an old boat and some booze.
I wish I could have talked to him. And my mother, living a lie. I just...
Wish you could have been there for her?
Yeah. I can't believe she would do that to us, lie to us. Why didn't she say anything? Even when...
Maybe...
Yeah, August was so little. But I was old enough. I just wish we would have talked.
So, that's it? He spent all his money, tried to send this confession, and do you think he could still be alive?
I honestly don't care.
You don't want to keep going?
No, I think we
Yeah. I'm sorry, Mom.
He pretended to die.
I didn't leave you.
Well, maybe not yet. But your dad...
I thought you said you were the one who kicked Dad out.
I mean... Well, it wasn't quite like that. Listen.
Yeah, me too.
Thanks for doing this.
Of course.
And for pushing me.
Just doing my job.
I know I haven't been the best mom lately. But...
Oh, Mom.
Beautiful.
Stop. I love you, Mom.
I love you too, honey.
Bien. Muy bonito. Vale, logro de explorar el bote y supongo que queda ya el de terminar.
Hey, Mom. I was thinking about something. I wonder what Grandma would say about all this. I don't think she'd be too happy. Now, girls, I hid those private things away so people wouldn't find. I don't know why you couldn't leave. Well, if you didn't want people to find it, maybe you should have gotten... Well, okay. Maybe I did want you to find it. A little.
So you asked about what happened.
Uh-huh.
Well...
A ver, ¿qué pasó?
Your dad, you know, was always looking for the next thing. Always had a new idea to try that was gonna fix all his problems. And for a while, it was the video store. And then that sales thing, and then he decided that he was Gonna be a professional poker player.
Is that what you meant by full-time gambler?
Yeah. I mean, not really a gambler. He's not playing with his own money.
That's kind of cool.
It's certainly,
Yeah, I mean, I guess he might not make it, but...
I mean, I guess I never really thought of...
I mean, I wish he could have been here, but he had a dream, and he had to follow... I get it.
Right, my little...
It's like Matt Damon in Rounders.
It's not really like Rounders. I mean, he wins a lot in Rounders.
He must really like poker.
He likes it. But I wouldn't say that's the real The split came at a really hard time. The theater was doing worse, and I was spending all my... Then your grandmother started really declining and needed more and more. I think when I decided we needed to move in with her to... Well, being a full-time caretaker for... So he wanted to stay married. Said we could make it work.
It was already over.
Yeah, exactly. Do you blame me for ending it?
No, I get it. You needed his support, and he kind of forced your hand.
Yeah.
That sucks, Mom. But I do miss him. I'm sorry.
Oh.
I should have talked to you first. I guess I thought... I don't know, that Dad, that he was living some great...
No, I'm sorry I didn't tell you earlier. I guess I was that I would have married such a dinged professional gambler. I didn't want to have to say it out loud. But I guess you can't keep running away from your problems.
Now I have these tickets, and
I think you should go.
To Reno?
Yeah. I think it would be good for you. We may not always get along, but he's not a bad guy. And you should spend some time with him.
Are you sure?
Yeah. But it's not over Thanksgiving, right?
Oh, God, no. And Miss August mac and cheese. I'm proud of you, Mom. What do you mean, for what? How many moms would stop packing up their house to drive their daughter all over Michigan to search for a family secret? Or run their own business, run a community theater?
All right. Thanks, honey. And speaking of businesses, that's pretty impressive that you made it.
Yeah, it's exciting.
Well, I've seen what you can do. I'm serious. When I saw your web stuff, I mean, I don't always...
And my mom, but maybe it skipped over my aunt.
Well, I guess I always imagined that you'd go to Ford, like Grandma. God knows I didn't do everything my mom wanted me.
Like doing Kurt?
I'm gonna let that double on. But yeah, it's hard to let go. To see you as an adult, to not...
Mom.
You were so cute back then.
Stop.
And you had the biggest head. Everyone said it. Everyone said, that's the baby with the biggest head.
Bowling ball head. The bowling ball baby.
Yep. And it was all your dad. On my side, we all have perfect, tiny little heads.
Mm-hmm.
So, what do you think about the whole...
Moving in with her?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Would you want to move in with her?
It seems like a good choice. Even if it's just...
Yeah, that's what...
Are you worried about the theater?
These days, I'm worried about everything. But...
Yeah.
We've been through so much this last year. You've been through so much.
Yeah.
I will say, August's house is pretty nice.
Her bathtub is the size of my bedroom.
Yeah, I mean, it'll be worth it for the bath. We should call August and tell her.
Oh, hey, August, guess what? Our dad really...
You can sleep easy. We're not French-Canadian after.
Whatever we end up doing...
Yeah.
Bueno, pues muy bien. Una historia bonita, pero vamos, que poca cosa, ¿no? Poca cosa tiene el juego. La verdad, me esperaba un pelín más. Me esperaba algo más parecido a Edith Finch, y está claro que han querido hacer algo así, pero claro, es tan simple la historia. O sea, pues básicamente un camino para leer cartas. Se queda un poco flojo, un poco corto, para mi gusto. Es eso, es una visual novel, básicamente. Es poco menos que ver una película. Nada más dura 2 horas y media, o así, 2 horas 40. Una película larga. Ya me han dado el logro de acabar el juego, así que me quedo con 610 Gs. Voy a quitar esto. Vale, y aquí tienes selección de capítulo por si quieres pues, hacer los logros que te falten. Vale, pues nada, aquí lo dejamos. Espero que os haya gustado. Ahora todos a jugar al Diablo, que ya lo tenéis disponible. Y nada, eso. Un abrazo y adiós.